Hello, hello. How are you? Looking forward to this exciting track. Yeah, this is number 6, and then we have 2 more races. Going to be Bathurst next, and then after that, it's going to finish up with Laguna Seca. So, Mike, I actually don't hear your voice on the YouTube stream. I only hear my voice. I wanted to check.
Okay, here we go. So I guess my voice was not on. So welcome everyone to eSeniors GT3 World Championships. We are at Donington Park today. Sorry for the missing on the audio there. I pulled a Krister. Didn't you do that last race too? I think it was in the Porsche Cup. So anyway, I'll go over the standings once again. Chris Moses is in first place, 295 points, closely followed by Chris Bourne, 283 points, but even more closely followed by Peter Wolfschleiner with 282 points, so 1 point separating second and third. With 2 races left, top championship is still, I think, in the works. Steve Young is in fourth, not that far behind. He is 6 points behind third place at 276. And a little bit farther is John Saunders at 259. So standings are pretty tight, aren't they, Krister?
Yeah, it's going to be a race to the end, and also it's exciting because we have the 2 races that comes next are really difficult tracks.
So Donington Park, fun track. Of all the English tracks, I think I like Donington Park the best. I think I'm going to try and find who is leading the pack here. That's Derek Bird, as usual. So he is just starting his first hot lap. Yeah, Donington Park, fun track. Some interesting corners. Well, how would you say you find it's easy to pass? Not so. It's one of the ones where it's kind of a medium passing, I think.
Yeah, in the group 2 we saw a lot of action in the last. We saw it in the Melbourne hairpin, and also the last turn 12 Goodharts.
Yeah, people go wide on those last 2 turns sometimes, right?
Yeah, and if they race side by side, just bide your time, because the guy ahead of you, he's gonna overcook it in his attempt to brake late for you. So
also,
yeah, we saw that a lot.
Yeah, also today, pit stop, like as usual, but tires are optional. Did you see anybody that took advantage of that in Group 2 this morning? Did everybody change tires, you think, Krister?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What else is about this? Oh, it's 2 times. Time is multiplied 2 times, so we're going to be racing into the early evening. I noticed as soon as the track this morning, as soon as the track was in shadows, it affected the track temperature big time, and you have to adjust your driving a little bit because the temperature, I think, drops by a couple of degrees during the race. And I think it does have an effect. You know, our buddy Jonathan Wood said he increased his pressures by 4 points for the second half after the pit stop. So anybody who didn't notice that, not increasing their pressures in their second half is going to have an effect, I think.
Yeah, I think the Porsche Cup cars are a little bit different than the GT3, because when I was driving the whole race yesterday as practice, I upped the temperature or the pressures a little bit, and my kind of pressure guide said that I was too high.
Oh, not mine.
So,
mine. I got really cold in the last 5 laps when it was in shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
they say that they only see splash screen and music.
Huh?
No.
On YouTube,
No.
it's good, eh?
David Craig said yes, it's splash screen and music. He's probably not current then.
Okay. Type an answer to him saying you're on the right YouTube channel. So there's been a few times here. We are, Brad Mears is on the pole with 127.32. 127 flat is probably going to be, that's the fastest we saw in the practice runs. So I think there'll be a few more.
Yeah, I think we're going to see 26, maybe even 25.
25. Okay,
Moses,
that's your prediction.
Moses touched a warm up.
We got on a good lap here. We do have Chris on a good lap. He's up, where is he? He's coming up to the last couple of corners. He's up 0.4 on his last time, so that would get him in there on the podium, I think, if he can hold on to it. Actually, he's improving on his time. That's going to get him second, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, is that not a valid lap? He didn't move. Maybe that wasn't a valid lap for him. Steve Young's got a good lap going. He's coming up to the finish line also.
Yeah, that's a provisional pole if he keeps that up.
Second, I think.
P3.
There you go.
P3.
So everybody's and the top guys are actually pretty close together in terms of times and position on track. So let's go find Mr. Moses. He's not having a good lap at the moment. And who's got a good one going? Mr. Larson, John is having a good lap. Going to be the last few corners. Let's go a little bit closer instead of Helicam. I was noticing that the top 5 drivers in the championship, all different manufacturers. Isn't that interesting? So much.
Yeah, good spread.
Yeah, nice. Ferrari on top, Mercedes second, Porsche third. Nice to see a Porsche up there, Lamborghini, and then a BMW.
And this track is 4 kilometers or close to about 2.5 miles with 12 turns.
Any other history you can give us?
Yeah, I mean, they started the race here as early as 1931. And it was a estate, Donington Hall estate, that had a lot of roads on its ground, and someone asked if they could start to do racing there. So that's how they started here.
But then interrupt you there for a second. Sylvain just went from 10th to 2nd.
Oh, that is a good move.
Oh, that's a great lap for him.
Yeah, so 1937 they had to stop the racing because the Second World War they started to do staging here for equipment and stuff. So
cool.
Yeah, let's see where's Sylvain? Where was he in the last race? Yeah, he was P10 last race. Sylvain, he sits P11 in the championship, so that's a really good time, 27-1.
So Bourne's not racing today. Mr. Bourne is not racing today. Oh, so that's going to make a big difference.
And Moses sits in the lap. I'm a little bit surprised. I would think he would go on now and do a 126 easy.
And the Wolfman is not racing today, so second and third in the standings are not in the race today. So that'll make a big difference. Steve Young should jump up a little bit, as can John Saunders.
And Sylvain might actually improve his time. He might actually run into provisional pole right now. He lost it. He lost the time. Here comes Steve Young. Sits in P2 right now, provisional P2. Yeah, Sylvain goes into the pits now.
Steve Young is in second. We missed that lap. Let's just follow him for a bit. I don't like that camera angle. There, it's a better camera angle. I don't know if we have his. Oh, he's given up. If we have his livery, it's a pretty plain livery for a guy who's got big YouTube channel.
Yeah, I have his white livery. I don't know if he's syncing his livery or not. The Eric Bird is on there.
Jump up
good. He lost a lot of time.
In the last corner. Who else has got something going? Nobody else has really got anything going right now.
I hate that last corner. It's so difficult. I still don't know how really to do that swing.
I've mastered the second last corner. Maybe next year the last corner.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Bowen is not racing like you said. That's too bad. He did P5 last race. He hasn't missed any races. Gives probably Chris Moses an opportunity to actually take P1 this time. If he can even set a time here.
Has he got a time?
Well, he has a time, 1:27.6. So it's pretty close here.
There's not a lot of time difference between the top 10 people.
Yeah, maybe this is not Moses' track. He's up on his time now, but he needs to do half a second to even challenge the top guys.
But I'm sure Steve Young with the two second and third place guys are not racing today. Steve Young will probably jump onto the podium if something happens. Derek's got a good time going now. 1:27.2 will be his lap. Oh, just coming up. He's going to jump up many places here. Oh, just 4. Okay. So close. Look at that. 3 100s.
Yeah.
4 100s.
And Moses is just not connecting with this track.
Brad's got a good time going. Where is he now in terms of he's almost finishing his lap. He's up 2/4 of a second right now.
Brad Maris is in provisional pole.
And he's improved.
1:27.0.
That'll be a 1:26. If he holds it.
Where have you seen him? Yeah, he was P2 last race, so he's really warming up in the series. He has one. He didn't start one of the races. He had only 4 real races under his belt. Oh, he's improving.
Yeah, 1:26 something. Oh,
1:26.8.
That's huge.
What a lap. Unbelievable. Nice.
In the new Porsche. And is anybody, John Saunders has got a good lap going.
Yeah, my best on this track is 1:27.2, so I would actually sit in maybe P5 right now if I stayed with it.
Had a leg.
If I,
had a leg
on
to
the
race
injured
with.
list.
This is going to be an interesting podium. How much time we got left? Oh, we have 3 more minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody's out there still.
Now I stand corrected. My best time is 1:28.2. Okay, there we go.
Middle of the pack as usual. Right?
Yeah, as usual.
So
I'm so average.
This morning's group race, Group 2 race, there were a couple of incidents. It's not necessarily the first corner that people get some problems on. Was it the first corner or the second one? Second and third. Oh, there goes Saunders, just wiggled off. That's the corner I went off.
Yeah, I think it was kind of coming down the hill after turn 1 and 2 there, and I haven't looked at it, but I think Kansen went off and maybe he came back in and something happened. Oh, Ponov, 1:26.7.
I just clicked on him there. Holy smokes. Where did that come from? Wow.
Hey, Nikos. Yeah, I have problems with my Achilles tendon, so yeah.
Wow.
I have to be careful.
When the podium sees that time posted, they're going to push it a little higher. There's at least 1 or 2 laps to go for everybody. Wow. And he's going to go rest after that one.
That was a good lap. So it's 1 second between the 10 drivers, the 10 first drivers.
So they had a good lap going, but he lost it. Let's see who else has got something going. Chris Moses is in 9th place. Wow. He's improving on his lap time, but not very much. He just lost it there, pushing hard, I guess. Where's Brad on his lap? He's got, ooh, here's a pole. If he can hold it in these last 2 corners. Oh yeah, he's got a great time. Great exit. On that corner, he's up 0.2 of a second. So now the last corner. He's pushed, oh yeah, he's got pole, There he goes.
Yep.
He's up to the challenge. There we go.
1:26.6.
Great job.
Less than a minute. Ponov is in the pit, so there is no one really right now challenging that time.
Yeah, Murchie just says, "Oh, rest. I can't do better than that." Yeah, Chris Moses is second off. I wonder if he's got. He had time to get a good tire pressure reading, because you got to have good tire pressures here. That's for sure. Yeah, nobody's challenging too much. John Saunders improving his time a little bit, but not enough. He just lost it on that corner already.
Yeah, Nikos, I'm sorry. I should have showed my livery. I promise I gotta try and do next race with my Nico special.
Nico,
Oh, John Saunders went off and into the wall.
Chris Moses got a great time, a half a second, 3/4 of a second.
Oh, now he's
bumping,
up.
all of a sudden, he's bumping it up.
Oh,
Third place
P3.
podium. Wow. Talk about pressure. That was his last lap, last chance.
Wow.
Great job.
Nice, Moses.
That was great qualifying. Holy smokes.
It was.
Look at that. 3 guys in the 126s.
Very nice.
Pretty nice. Do I dare try get myself set up for
Don't forget to click the like button, guys. Get the algorithms to work for us.
I don't feel lucky today. I'm not going to try a track walk. I'm not going to try anything right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my little chat box is working, I see now.
Oh, nice.
I can't seem to get it off as a...
Yeah, I know there's people missing there. Woody and Born. Don't know where they are.
Hey guys in the stream, I see Peter up there. How did you like the race, Peter? I was following you for a while till I spun off. I was trying to catch you. Yeah, Don said he wouldn't be racing this week. Peter said, I guess he had something going on. Probably didn't practice enough. This is definitely a track that you have to put your your time in, because it's challenging, but it's not a crazy track like some of the in the sense of hard to drive, but you just got to put the time in on this one, because it's to go fast. You really need to be sharp. Maybe Don didn't have the time to put it in, or it's not one of his favorite tracks.
Yeah, this track really, I wasn't a fan in the beginning, but it's like that, until you find the groove and then you start to like it. It's like a Bathurst. I like it now because now I start to manage it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I didn't like this at all for a long time, and once you find like you say, once you find the groove, you find the right spots. It's one of those tracks you got to have a rhythm, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, go back to your. You want to go back to your history a little bit? Anything else you can tell us?
Yeah, they actually did a Formula One race here.
Oh yeah.
And that was won by Senna. There was a 1993 European Grand Prix, and then they were competing for the 2010 British Grand Prix, and Bernie Ecclestone really wanted to have the race here and was working with the track owner at the time, but they were never able to close the deal.
You know,
So British Grand Prix went to Silverstone.
it seems like a, you know, when you think of it and you think of that the whole track, it seems like a F1 kind of track, doesn't it? Long,
Yeah,
sweeping,
I mean,
fast corners.
I would love to see F1 cars go around here because
Yeah.
it's such a high speed. The first two sectors, it's just high speed. And I think the Formula One cars, they don't even have the lift until they come up to like the McLeans and copies.
Yeah.
I mean, super high speed track.
Yeah, no, it'd be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun. Is it
They
short?
do a lot of motorcycle racing
Do they? Yeah.
here and touring car championships and so on.
What part of England is it in? I didn't look it up.
I know who was Derek Bird lives close by here. This is in Leicestershire. Is that how you say it? Leicestershire. Yeah.
I don't know how you pronounce those things.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
There we go. Okay.
So that's kind of a smack dab in the middle of the UK.
So our
20
podium:
seconds.
Mears, Ponoff, and Moses. Saunders, Young. That's going to be an interesting start here, I think. Those three guys or five guys,
10 seconds.
all back.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Moses up there. I was concerned.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it would be interesting to see him fight his way up.
Okay, they're just going to get started right now. Here we go.
Yeah, Nikos wants to see the livery of Stefano.
I was in the wrong mode there for a second. There, now am I better? Nope, I'm still not in the wrong mode. Broadcast mode, I think. There we go. A little bit of a panic. We're having too much fun chatting there for a second. Here we go. We are racing now, I think. No, not quite. That's another. There we go.
Green light.
There we go. Racing. Nair's got a great start.
Yeah, Ponoff is dragging back a little bit, but it comes very close. There's Saunders.
Oh, they
And
touched a
Ponoff
little.
door to door.
Went off a little bit. Everything's fairly good. Oh no, the Ponoff is off again. He got nabbed twice. Everybody else is fairly good. Somebody went wide there in the yellow car. Okay, everybody's so far so good.
Yeah, looking at the rear of the field, looks good. Yeah, Ponoff, the big loser in that start.
Yeah, he got bumped a couple times, didn't he?
Saunders managed to just pass Sharpenberry. But now they're stretching out here. Looks a little bit better.
Top three are pretty close. Yeah, everybody is stretched out pretty good now. Who's that in the green car? Alright, everybody's just gonna settle down now and get their tires warmed up.
Ponoff had damage. He looks all banged up, his car.
Oh no, too bad.
Both the front and the end and the side, the right side.
It didn't look like he didn't hit a fence or anything. It looked like he just got bumped a couple of times.
He went in. He went into the wall.
Pits. Oh, he did go into the wall.
He went into the wall, yeah.
Let's go on board with somebody here. Board with Bird. Three guys, four guys, I should say. Nice and close. That's going to make for some good racing. Everybody within a half a second of each other to get down the line a little bit. Larson. Yeah, it's a nice long stream of everybody nice and fairly close together. Some good racing today.
Yeah, in Group 2 I had a lot of racing in kind of the midfield. Here's Buccilli.
Also known as
Yeah,
Mr.
he's
Buckley.
passing Roman. Roman had to start in the back because of penalty.
Oh, we forgot to
So we're
mention
going to
that.
see him race up the field, I'm sure. Yeah, that Coca-Cola livery looks awesome.
Excitement here in 7th place. Let's see who's who here. Sylvain in the BMW. John Saunders is pushing really hard. Let's get into his cockpit for a second. Looks like the front of the pack is spread out a little bit.
Oh, Jan goes wide, and so does... Oh, he comes in on the track, Saunders, but he managed it clean. Stevens comes behind in the Mercedes.
Oh, Saunders lost a lot of places there.
Oh, Young down to P11.
That was a case of following the car right off the track.
Yeah.
Not so easy to do. All right, let's just get a peek here at what's going on. This is second place and first place. And this is Derek watching those two. And Sylvain is a little bit closer to Derek Bird, and Larson's not that much further back.
So they say that Mike's mic sounds like he's in another room, very low levels for his voice. Maybe you want to up your gain a little bit.
Just not too far away once in a while. My gain should be pretty good now. How's that, guys? All right, where was I? Let's go to the front. Moses is caught up with Brad. Derek Bird must have had a little problem. He's a little bit further back there now. Mares went off a little bit. Let's see if Chris can take advantage of that. And now Sylvain has caught up with Derek Bird for the third place. So these first and second and third and fourth are pretty good little battles. Further down, Steve Young is still climbing up the ladder.
He's looking to recover after that problem he had before.
Yeah. So he's in 11th right now. We'll have to keep an eye on him.
That Mercedes of Stevens looks really, really nice. I love that one.
Look at this. Moses is right on Brad's tail.
Yeah, it's going to challenge him.
Let's follow along the cockpit for a bit. Look at that. Gives you a much better view of what the driver is looking at. Coming up to Red Gate. I'll give you the track names today. Red Gate is this first corner. Followed by Craner's Curves. This one has an interesting name, the Old Hairpin. I guess they've changed that. Much of a hairpin now. Starkey's Bridge is this one. I don't see a bridge.
Well, that's that little ruin thing. Just off track there, there's a little kind of a... Looks like a Roman aqueduct.
Corner number 7 was McLean, followed by Compass, which is an interesting kind of a double corner, double apex. Now we got Starkey Straight, and coming up to the chicane, which is called the S's. And then closely followed by that nasty hairpin, number 10 corner, Melbourne's hairpin. And coming up to the last corner before the straight is Goddard's. And the start-finish straight is called Wheatcroft Straight. So that's the corners of Donington Park. Steve Young is still trying to get by Stevens here. Let's go to the TV cam for a bit. Looks like he's got pace on him. He's just got to get by him.
You really need to set it up kind of by just coming into the hairpin or the chicane. You just get good speed up there to get into the Melbourne corner and do a move there. We saw both inside and outside moves in the group 2 in that very hairpin.
Certainly, yeah. He's got the pace. You can see he's got momentum coming into some of these corners on him. But you're right. You just can't. You'll have to brake to avoid a collision if you get too much momentum going into the wrong places. Let's see how he does in the hairpins. And that's often a good spot. Looks like Stevens pulled away from him a little bit. Cockpit here. Let's see if Stevens goes defensive. He's going to try out on the outside. Outside in. That didn't work. He's going to have to be careful. Mr. Chubb, he's right behind him. Just follow these guys through the last corner and then we're going to look at some other battles.
Nikos want them to take away that the tire pile they have on at the chicane.
Yeah.
If you drive aggressively, you take that one out first thing.
The front runners have spread out a little bit. There's a 4-second gap there between second and third.
Oh, Ponov had a little problem. Or I think it was actually Stefan had the problem. So Ponov got up to P15 now. Ponov had a big off in the first on the first first couple of corners, trying to work himself up, and he's back there with Steve. I think it's Steve Buckley, but I'm not sure. And then Roman Mark is all the way in the back because he had to start all the way in the back because of a penalty. Oh, Steve Young now passed Stevens. Steve Young up to P10.
Back here, see if I can see that. On a replay here.
Mosev have the fastest lap now, 1:26.7.
To live action. I think we got past. This little grouping is pretty interesting. All side by side, nose to tail. From the back here. Looks like it's Richard Sharpenberry holding up people a little bit, maybe. This home's been following him for quite some time. And there's something happening up the front. Moses is really close again to Brad. Moses can pull this off today. That'll give him a nice lead in the championship. Going back to this grouping here. Moses and McCarthy. Or Sharpenberry.
Yeah, pretty much what we had in Group 2. We also had a little group there in the middle.
Corner, everybody did good. Didn't have any wiggles, nobody. Just the same here. Where's Chris and Brad Mares? They just got through the hairpins. They just look like they're flying, don't they, in these corners?
That looks great.
It's gonna look even better near the end of the race when it's kind of in dusk. Not dusk, but just when the sun goes down, I thought it looked very nice on the cameras. Holmes is really on McSharpy's tail. Look at it from the wing cam. No change. No incidents. That's nice to see, huh? Except for the little mess with Merche. Everything's been pretty clean.
Yeah, there's been a few contacts, I have to say.
Even Merches, it was unfortunate because there was not a huge contact. It just kind of unsettled him in the grass.
Yeah, Moses starts to get the hang of Maris. Half a second. Lapping very close.
Roman Mark just went off. Let's see what happened.
Oh, Mark.
Just noticed that. Let's see what happened to him.
Oh, he went off.
Oh, just straight lined it.
He has got caught on the wrong side of the curb, it looked like. Unless he had just a technical problem.
Yeah,
now he left.
Yeah, it must have been a technical issue because he just went straight through there.
Yeah, he left the server now.
Oh, man. Holmes is all over Richard.
Also lost a little tempo to Maris.
Leader here, watching from his wing. Oh, Moses lost a little bit, right? Back to this one.
Only starts
there he
to
goes.
get.
Oh, what's that one there? Let's watch that one.
Sharpenberry.
Let's watch that one again. I'm gonna do a different camera. This is now replay.
Yeah, the chicane.
Just
He
bumped
got caught.
that. Yeah. Unsettled his rear end. Back to.
Ollie is starting to catch Chubb in front of him in the last turn.
Just 4 people again there. It's not very close. It is very close, I should say.
Pit window is open.
All right, pit window is open. Let's get on board with Ollie for a while. His green livery.
Yeah, looks very sharp.
Just look at this, guys. That was so much fun watching this in F1, wouldn't it?
It will be great.
Be a corner they have a little. I wonder where they put. I can't think of the word here. They boost their
DRS zones.
DRS zones. Yeah, they have 1 or 2.
Yeah, probably on the straights.
Murchie's
The start is.
Murchie's up in 14th now.
So Van up to P3. He just passed Derek Bird.
Did he?
Yeah, he went on the outside in the Melbourne's hairpin. Great move. Oh, I'm sorry, inside.
Oh, Derek had an issue because he was showing like quite a few seconds behind. Oh, okay, well, they were okay. Derek will be trying to get that one back for sure. Back to Merche for a bit. Oh, Merche's in the pits. Taking his pit stop. We are 33 minutes left in the race.
Yeah, he's going to spend some time there because he was banged up.
Ah.
Unless he chooses not to repair.
So the battle for first and second is still on. Moses is maybe just going to bide his time. Be interesting to see their pit strategies. These two close together like that. They've opened up a gap of almost 9 seconds to third place. Larson's caught up to Derek. Derek's losing a little bit of ground to Sylvain. Back a second. But Larson is wanting to get past Holmes.
Yeah, so Larson is up 4 positions from his start
Oh,
on the
nice.
grid, so he's doing great.
Is that the yep, that's the leading guy. Brian Chubb's also up 4th into 11th. Those two are the guys who made up the most ground. Okay.
Yeah, on the statistics view on race control, I see they actually have the grid position, which is the starting point. I don't think they had that before.
They did do an update, right? I haven't had
Yeah.
a chance to explore. Did you notice anything else?
Yeah, because they actually had a bug, so it didn't show correctly how many places it advanced. So I think they added the grid thing and kind of fixed that bug.
They added some software around for stewarding. I understand it for race control.
I haven't seen that really.
I thought when I read the notes, I thought that's what I saw. Anyway, that's streamer talk. So there's a few battles here, but everybody's kind of biding their time, I think. Let's go into Larson's cockpit for a bit. Keep an eye out for who's pitting and who's not. Oh, he's making a move there almost. They both went a little wide. Go back in his cockpit. I love Derek's livery with this flaming back haunch. Nice Porsche.
Strangely, I don't have Derek's livery today.
Oh, you
That
don't?
is weird.
It's on the stream.
Yeah. Larson looks racy though. He's
Yeah.
gonna catch Bird here soon. He's lapping quite faster, but I think Derek had some problem the last lap. He did a 1:28.4. It's an invalid lap, so he might have gone off a little bit.
There's something interesting. The pole sitter does not have a fastest section time.
Yeah.
Chris has got fastest second segment and third section, and Sylvain's got the first. So that's interesting. Probably putting lap after lap over. Larson's got some momentum here.
Yeah.
He's gonna take a peek. Go
Outside.
around the outside.
There it goes wide, but Derek's nice. He stays very, very tight there.
Yeah.
Good defensive tactic.
Yeah, very nice. Look how much time he lost going that wide into the rubber. This is Chris still hounding Brad. Brad's got to be sweating. Coming up to some traffic, it looks like. Let's see who that is.
Yeah, that will be Ponov.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Saunders went into pit. Saunders and Ponov, the first two that has pitted early.
Coming up to 3 minutes more before halfway through the race. Anybody who goes in now is probably doing a little bit of an undercut. Chris always has an interesting pit strategy, doesn't he?
I think he kind of goes pretty long.
Yeah, he usually does, yeah. He always has great things to say after the race, too, in terms of his strategy. He thinks it through, that's for sure. He looks like he can close the gap at will there. He's right on his tail right now, putting the pressure on. Maybe he wants to get up there just to see what happens with the blue flags here. He wants to take advantage of anything that might happen.
Yeah, and Ponov here probably just yield. That shouldn't be a problem for these guys.
If he does it at the right spot, it won't be an issue, will it? Coming up to a few spots where he could. Still a little bit close yet. Or too late. Too early yet to yield. So we'll stay with this until they get by Merche.
Steve Young looks racy. He's coming up to visit with Larsson,
Yeah, I see
getting
that.
really close. Oh, Larsson goes a little bit wide. So Young is all over him now.
Wow, is he ever?
Two Lamborghinis
Yeah, exactly.
fighting out.
Yeah. Just gonna say that. Moses is back a little bit now. Did they get by? Let's go in the cockpit with Steve for a while.
Oh, looks like Ollie and
it's going in.
France went into.
Steve Young went into the pits. He's going to try the undercut. That's an early pit. Right in the battle, too. Guess he didn't want to. Looks like Moses is back to second now. He's way up in the field, so that affected Merche affected these two a little bit. Let's just see how long it takes him to catch up. His second and a half. See if he really has a better pace. Larson is right on Berg's tail. Lots of people in the pits all of a sudden.
Very
Right at
busy
the
down there, halfway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to say that. Great streamers think alike.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that. Halfway. Larson's been really out behind hounding Bird for quite a while, hasn't he? So let's see where Steve Young is on the move now, right? In traffic. He's just behind Saunders.
Derek Birds goes in to the pits.
Okay. So Steve Young came out right behind Saunders. Saunders had pitted a long time ago, right?
Yeah, he was one of the first, together with Puanov.
So now Steve has to get by him. Moses not making up much time with on Brad. Still is 1.8 seconds now. I wonder if he's going to try something different for his pits. Where is he in his lap? He's still a long way away. Oop, got the wrong guy here. Cockpit with Steve Young.
Oh, nice late braking. Steve Young there in the last turn. Didn't really help because Saunders got a great
Good exit.
traction coming out. Chubb went into the pits. About half the field have pitted.
Brad Mares in the pits, so Moses is out ahead of him now. So the pole position is in the pits. See where he comes out.
Yeah, a good pit stop here. It's about 51 seconds down by Chris Holmes. So I really wonder if Chris Holmes changed tires. Well,
Next pit stop. 5 seconds is a big.
I can't swear. It just looks, because he had a stop time of 27 seconds, which I think is really quick. But if he has to fuel, it's much less than that, I think. So he must have taken tires. He has to have a really good pit stop, I guess.
See if Steve makes a move here on the last hairpin. He's a little bit too far back. No, he's not.
So
Another late
Maris
break.
is-
Oh no, late break, and then he touched.
Ouch.
So there you
What
to lose
happened?
some time to everybody else, but back in the same positions. Is Brad Mears moving? Yes.
Oh yeah, Steve was really breaking late.
Yeah, he did. Moses in the pits now, so we're going to follow that carefully to see where he comes out.
Yeah, Maris didn't have a good stop. He did a 56
Uh-oh.
in the pits.
No battles going on, so we'll just sit here with Moses and see where he comes out. Well, maybe we'll go on with Mares. See where he comes out with respect.
Yeah,
to-
Maris is just coming into the Melbourne hairpin. Turn 11.
So only 3 guys haven't pitted.
Moses is still.
Yep,
Moses is
just moving
rolling now.
Yep, just moving now. There's Mares coming down the straight. And he stays ahead. Well, almost exactly where they were when they went in. Look at that.
Yeah, Maris gonna have the advantage because he pitted earlier. He's gonna be up to temp and
Yep.
pressure. So we'll see if he's gonna stretch out the lead here.
Probably not much. But that was interesting. Almost exactly the same gap as when they went in. Beautiful.
So everyone except Larson have pitted.
Everybody
Larson
else
just loves to drive in the P1 for a little bit.
Here, we'll give him some screen time. How's that? Here's our leader in P1. Mr.
Yeah.
Larson from Sweden. Nice livery. He comes down straight. It's a beautiful car, though, isn't that Ferrari? Wish I could afford one, huh? So look at this.
Yeah.
Chris is caught up already with Brad.
Oh, great driving. There's gonna be a fight to the end.
Uh-huh. That's for sure.
20 minutes left. Oh, Maris was gingerly going through the last turn there, but he got a good exit though. Keeps his distance.
Porsche in the lead. Who would have thought? That
Larson is still out.
Yeah. 20 laps this time. He's only got 4 minutes left of the pit window. He's going to have to come in the next couple of laps for sure. But that new, the new release certainly has improved on the new Porsche is certainly an improvement on the previous one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doing a lot better. This has got to be tough on these two. Just battle all the way.
Yeah.
Especially
Maris went really hot on one of the when he was on the right-hand turn there, coming out on the Starkey straight. He really went fat on that curve.
It's got to be hard
Really
on Brad.
pushing
He's
up.
he's the guy that's been in the lead the whole time, and just somebody hounding him the whole time, knowing that if he makes a small mistake, he'll lose the podium or he'll lose the first place.
Larson in the pits.
I know. So it certainly got pace. Chris caught up with him within a lap and a half, that second and a half that he came out of when they came out of the pit stops.
Yeah, and it was interesting. I mean, Chris Moses, he didn't clinch his qualifying time until the very last lap. So it seemed that he had problems to get it going from this track, but now he's kind of all over Mr. Maris here. He has Moses had the 127.3. Oh, sorry, 126.7. That's his best
In
on
race.
this.
Look at that. 126 is with fuel. Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm wondering whether Chris will have to hear from him after the race, whether he was playing around with his tires and just got it right just at the end. Tire pressures.
Yeah.
Never know. That is going to be a battle to the finish. So who else? Larson is out. And he is in 8th place, just behind John Saunders. And the other battle going is Ollie on Peter Lafrance. So that's a battle of guys who've been racing Taylor for quite some time. Other than that, everybody's pretty spread out. So Saunders, who is in 5th place in the championship, is currently in 7th. Steve Young, who is in 5th place, is right behind him. Oh, that's interesting. So Young is behind Larson, and Larson's behind him in the championship. So that would be a battle.
Yeah, Ole is really pushing to try to get the P13 from Peter Lafrance.
Chicane from up with him. Although he's been very consistent of late in the last few races, I noticed. He likes that, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Peter went really wide, yeah. See if Ole can capitalize on it. Doesn't look like it.
Caught up at least. Derek has caught up with Chris Holmes.
Yeah, the field is spreading out. This is the closest battle actually here between Ole and Lafrance.
Look at this. That is really pressuring Peter. Peter Lafrance got unsettled in the chicane, but caught it. He caught it just in time. Didn't lose too much time. He might have got a track up there, right?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's amazing that he managed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Lafrance, that's another livery I don't have. I see you had the red livery on this stream, but I see a black car here. I wonder why.
Derek is pressuring Chris Holmes. We've got two good battles going on here. Up at the front, Chris is biding his time in the second and back.
And Sylvain is 16 seconds behind Chris Bowser. So these two guys in the top, they're really a league on their own.
Just listen to Derek's tires go scream coming around that corner. Great break there. Let's see if he gets a better exit. Both get great exits, actually. This is a good battle. A really good battle.
Yeah, Derek is braking much later, it looks like.
Yeah, cars can't pull away from the Porsche anymore like they used to. I think that's what they said in the release, saying that they gave them a better top speed, or got a better top speed. This new car. Derek's so smooth.
Yeah, I think he's gonna catch him here soon. Couple of good corners.
Ollie's still there, and Steve Young is caught up with one of the Larsons. Oh, Derek side by side here now. Oh, he laid off. Going into the chicane. Not a good place to
Yeah, it's not the right place to do your pass.
No.
It's better to focus to get a good exit and maybe do something here in the upcoming hairpin.
Straights are so important in these two corners. Oh yeah, Derek is definitely braking a bit later. He got a good exit too. Both of them did. He's just pulling away a little bit actually. Now we got three good battles going. This one, Steve Young and Larson is another one, and Ollie is still hounding Peter LaFrance up at the top. Chris Moses has caught up with Brad. He's down by like a second and a half for a few seconds ago, a few minutes ago. That's not over yet.
Chris Moses' last lap was 1/10 from his from the fastest lap.
Oh, yeah. Steven just flying. Bird's pulling straight. He pulls up to Chris just before the chicanes. Seems like he has a better exit on what's that corner? Hospice.
Yeah.
Hospice. See if we can late break again.
Holmes had a good line there through the hairpin.
Do a little bit of defensive driving myself in my race. Oh, look at that. He's right to right side by side.
Yeah, great exit. Looks on the inside. I don't think he's going to do it.
No. He's really close now. There's a great helicopter shot. Oh, they touched almost.
Oh, he
so
stayed on
close.
track.
Did he
Both
touch?
of them stayed on track.
Wow.
But now comes Saunders behind Derek.
Yep.
Because they had to pull back both of them. So now Saunders have the opportunity to do something with Derek.
Always falling a little bit farther back from his battle. Chris is just right up there, pressuring Brad still. Brad hasn't cracked yet though, has he?
No, very solid. They're lapping really close together, both of them in 1:27.2, both of them. Merritt and Moses.
Young on Larson. Into all the hairpins. See how Steve does his hairpin. Hopefully you got a good exit. Look at that. Giving a little bit of a pull. And, oh, look at that. Late braking. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. Nice pass. I think he broke later than he usually does, and it worked. That worked. That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, great racing. Going outside line there, he gives enough room for a very, very clean pass. Great job there.
These guys are at it still. All three of them. Anybody makes a small mistake here. Only 8 minutes left in the race. I was saying that the shadows are going to start hitting the track soon. Cooling it off a little bit. Beautiful pictures here. Jeremy just loves great pictures of dusk shots, doesn't he? So I like this.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so close together.
Moses lost a little tempo. He's 1.3 now, so. But this is really the battle on the track right now. These three guys.
Yep.
Oh, there's a drive-through on Derek Bird.
Oh no! Oh, that must be for. That must have been for track.
He goes in. He goes in to serve it immediately.
Wow! So that spreads everybody out a little bit. TV views. There's some nice pictures. Maybe I'll go down the line here while we got a chance to see everybody's liveries. There's our lead man, Brad Myers, and Moses is not that far behind in the Ferrari. Sylvain, Mr. Sylvain in the BMW. Mr. Larson in the Ferrari. Holmes. Good picture of each of them. That's an interesting livery.
Derek is out on track again in P9. Has a lot to
Have to make up now.
make up here. It's only less than 7 minutes.
There's Steve Young. The other Larson. Derek. It's Porsche. Like Stevens. We haven't really heard from him too much. I just love his livery. Like Chubb. Mr. Buccelli, otherwise known as Buckley. Tour de France and his Canadian flag, who is still being hounded by Ollie. This is one to watch. Ollie is just all over him. Richard McSharpenberry in his Italian livery. And Murche still hasn't recovered from his bad start. But Ollie is just all over Peter still. And John Saunders is caught up with Chris Moses. Those are the two battles right now, and we have 5 minutes left. So these are close enough battles that people are going to start to push. That's usually where we get some action. Cockpit view from Saunders. And cockpit view for Ollie. Porsche, this engine just screams, doesn't it? Saunders is really close now.
That was awesome.
Got to be the best sounding engine, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Ollie's
Oh,
really
he got
loud.
Saunders on Holmes.
Try the outside in. Oh, they both take a nice defensive line there by Chris. Let's see what happens at the next hairpin.
5 minutes remains.
Nothing's happening there. Let's see Ollie. What is Peter driving? He's driving a Ferrari. These two are very close together in this high-speed area. Let's see if they take these corners the same way. Saunders had a tighter line there. Both got the apex perfectly. Saunders caught up a little bit. Caught up a lot.
A good tactic. I think he's setting it up for to get as close as
Yeah.
possible now in the hairpin.
Yeah. This will be very
He just
close.
has to be confident that that the braking of Holmes for the chicane
Yeah.
is where he expected to be.
Let's look at his cockpit. So close together. You know,
Yeah.
following him long enough that he knows. Yeah, look at that, beautiful. It's got
Great
a
ground.
little bit more, less gap. Let's see what happens here before the Helican view.
Yeah, Saunders takes a defensive
No.
line. Is he gonna go wide? No.
That was good racing. That's pretty close in the chicane. You got to trust each other. And Steve Young is caught up to these two now. Yeah, going through that chicane, you got to know what the guy's going to do ahead of you.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to pull back and then
Yeah.
you lose all
Yeah.
your
You lose all
all
your
your
gain.
momentum.
Oh, we got a good corner there. Saunders did. Let's go into his cockpit. Oh, I'd love to see F1 cars go through there.
I know it will be amazing.
Oh, looks like Holmes went a little wide there. Got a little slide. They go to the Helican. He wasn't able to take advantage, but
And then Young is
Young.
joining the party too.
yeah. Yeah, this is great. That was all caused by Chris going a little wide. And Saunders had to lift a little bit to. But look at Steve.
And Steve is so confident he doesn't he doesn't it doesn't matter for him. He's gonna really drive close to these guys.
Let's just watch that then.
Gonna do inside move, maybe outside.
Everybody takes defensive. Holmes went a little wide there. This one's easier to be defensive on though. Look how late Steve Young breaks. Let's see what it looks like from his cockpit. He had such a late break on that. Whoa, both sliding a little bit.
Steve got a really good exit there. He had a more aggressive line on the turn 1 there. He kind of opened it up a little bit more than the other drivers. He got a good run out of there. And here goes Holmes goes wide, or Saunders goes wide. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna stick.
Steve took it.
Beautiful. Just again, a little tiny mistake. Wow, that was a good watch. I'm glad we caught that. How's Ollie doing here? Oh, Ollie's falling back from LaFrance a little bit.
Leaders on final lap now.
Final lap. So Chris, it doesn't look like he's going to catch. Let's see here, Chris, in his cockpit. Doesn't look like he's going to catch Brad.
Yeah, Brad have had a really solid race. The big winner is actually Holmes. He's up 5 positions, started P10, sits now in P5. Unless Steve Young is able to do something here on the very end of the lap. This is going to be the last lap for these guys.
It's going to be a fun last lap.
Oh, look at Steve now. He opens up the turn a little bit more than Holmes in front of him. He definitely have the advantage on this.
He's got the pace.
For sure.
Here it comes
Oh, here
side
it
by
comes.
side. It's last.
Gonna do the inside. I wonder if Holmes gonna back down. No.
Nope, nobody does.
Oh, he goes inside, side by side.
Oh, don't
Oh, what
touch.
a move!
Don't
What a
touch.
move by Young!
Nice.
What a move!
Great racing.
That was the pass of the year.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
You know, unbelievable.
Yeah. Crazy driving. You could tell he had the pace on the other guys though, eh? And they passed these two guys in the last 2 laps. Look at that.
Unbelievable! What a move! So Maris and Moses passed the flag.
Looks like Saunders is going to make a move here on the outside. He's going to try an outside in, I think. Yes.
Yeah, battle to the end with these guys.
Yeah, look at that.
Steve Young pulls out for the P5. Savant got the flag. Larson got the flag. Here comes Young.
Okay, this is the way it's going to finish. Holmes and then Young. Or Saunders. Great ending. Great ending. Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
what a race.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice race. I'm going to see if I can grab any of these guys.
Steve Young ended P5 where he started. Chris Holm ended up P6 after starting P10.
See Brad here. I'm going to drop him into commentary. Hello, Brad. We'll be with you in a second. Let's see if Moses comes on. And I'll set myself up for my screens here. Oops. What happened? And my screens are a little screwed up, so I'm just going to leave it. Anybody else? Where is everybody?
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Hello?
Nobody else is on just yet. So Brad, quite a race.
Boy.
Are you sweating? Are you sweating?
Holy cow. I had pretty good pace, but gosh, man, driving was a little poor there until right at the end. Chris Moses, come on. He's gonna push and push and push. I don't know what happened to everybody else behind. I knew that there were quite a few drivers with great pace. So
there was no incidents, so nothing too much except you guys just pulled away from everybody else.
wow. Okay. Yeah, I thought I had pretty good pace, and I was looking at kind of Chris's times over the week of practice and sector times, and so I don't know. I just thought there'd be a few more people in the mix there, but yeah, I'm
Well, Chris,
happy.
Chris pulled off that great lap just in the last lap for qualifying, and he was way back. He was in 10th place or something like that. Yeah, and he got that last lap in. We're hoping to get him on to see if he had some issues for tire pressures or something at the last minute. But he put the pressure on you most of the time, didn't he?
He sure did. And as far as qualifying goes, it's so hard to get a good, a real fast lap in around here. You got the darn chicane, and then of course it's really difficult to be consistent around this place.
And you guys, what was your pit strategy?
Oh, just make it halfway. Just make it halfway, and I'm glad I got in clean because I hadn't practiced the pit in
Oh, you hadn't?
a whole bunch. So
Well, you both.
No,
you came out exactly the same gap that you went in as, you two.
yeah, ridiculous, and I hated to see that too. By the way,
What do you mean? You were hoping to get some time because Chris stayed out a couple of laps.
yeah, I was hoping to get some time, or I would even take a Moses mistake or something. Just give me a little breathing room out there,
Yeah, right. All right. Well, no, it was a great race for you, and it was exciting to watch. That's for sure.
Hey, you know what? It really helps the community running the broadcast, so everybody really appreciates it. Thank you so
thanks,
much.
you guys. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do it. I'm just cooled down from my race. My wife made me take my T-shirt off because it was soaked.
Well, good. I look forward to asking you how that race went in a little bit.
Okay, see you. Thanks.
Hey, thank you.
All right, guys. That's it for Group 1 this week, and we'll be back next week. I've forgotten what Krister, did you remind me what the next race
It's
is?
Bathurst,
Okay.
and
All right.
then we finish off the season with Laguna Seca.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week at Bathurst.
All right. Thank you guys on the stream. See you later.
Yeah, thanks for all the chats.
All right.
We didn't do too much chatting with the chats, but thanks for watching.
All right. See you, Mike.